What's up, people? It's time to explain how a relationship looks to a boss. And by boss, I mean someone that has their own everything. They can self sustain, they got their own, they're not really worried about anything. And the reason why I'm explaining this is because they come in with no needs, they come in offering. And that's basically, you know, every man to every woman, right? But unlike that, a boss, the attitude, the mindset is completely different than what you may expect. A relationship is looked upon as an investment. What do I mean by that? Eventually, the person expects a return. Eventually, the person expects whatever they are giving to come back to them. They expect a return on their efforts, their time, their emotional investment, and every little thing that they've done. At some point, they expect somebody to recognize, okay, this person isn't being with me the way they are with everybody else. So it's time to up the ante. It's time to do more. It's time to be more. Life can be beautiful. Life can change. Life can, be whatever we created. It's usually a higher vibrational person going after a lower vibrational person. It's beautiful when two people can meet on the same vibration, but let's be honest here. You got to travel like 1,000 miles for that crap. So it is what it is. But, for the most part, a boss, a man or woman, and a lot of clients out there I have, lawyers, doctors, freaking, oh my goodness, business owners, all of my clients, they all have one thing in common. Their efforts are looked upon as an investment in their future. They want someone, they like someone, they are going to make the effort to show that they care. And eventually, they expect a return on their investment. The way things started, it is not meant to stay the same. It's just like the stock market. If you're throwing money in, if you ain't getting that money out, you're going to pull your money, right? Same exact thing. Same exact concept. Why? Because there is no point in wasting time or effort on something that does not produce for you. There's no point in giving to something that doesn't give back. This is not charity. This is a relationship. It's supposed to be an equal give and take until it grows into something beautiful. Now, equally but different. Yes, but equal. All right? So, all bosses, all people who worked hard to have what they have, they invest. They invest in you. They invest in a person. A man invests in a woman invests in a man. It goes both ways. I've had multiple clients and I had it on both ends. They invest and they will be patient because with any investment it takes time. It takes time, it takes consistency. It takes effort. Time and effort. Consistently, I call it standing. Standing in yourself. Being the rock, being the thing that continues no matter what, the good that continues no matter what. I believe in you. I'm going to invest in you. I'm not going to take care of you. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, and I'm going to do what I'm going to help you go towards what you need to go towards in this life. I am going to be your partner in every possible way. I'm going to share with you my ideas and I'll bounce them off yours and vice versa. And we will grow together towards what we want. That is how a boss treats a relationship. Now, the reason why a boss is investing is because a boss understands every last single person in this life is damaged to some extent. They have to get over their environment growing up, their childhood issues, their experience with men or women, their experiences in life, the struggles they're going through currently, the responsibilities they have currently, and all of those things has to be taken care of in order for a person just to know themselves. That's a tough process. And if you look at it realistically, most people aren't doing all that. They're not doing all that. They don't have time for that. The world is structured, so you don't have time to do all that. Who has time to build themselves? I gotta make this money. And that's part of the problem. But wise people understand if you balance yourself, everything else follows. So, understanding that a boss approaches a relationship like that, what they do is they invest and watch. They'll see if it rises, if it falls. The investment is so the person removes the mask they wear. The investment is so the person becomes open emotionally. The investment is so that the person can become a person instead of an idea. The boss already sees the person, the man or woman, as a person, a man or woman. No more, no less. They understand they're human, and they understand no one's perfect. So, just like with a business that's failing, just like a business you're starting up, just like a car you want to buy, you have to check the integrity. Usually put some money under that hood if it's used. and if you got a brand new one, you know, it does what you want. But how many people here are brand new? So, with that said, you got to invest. You got to put some money under the hood. Maintenance. You got to clear out a lot of blockages. But you can't do it for it. You can't do it for the person. The person has to do it for themselves. The person has to see that things have changed and I need to change, because if I want good in my life, I have to be better. A boss understands that. A boss is strictly and 100% going to give the person the benefit of the doubt. They can handle the loss. They can handle the hurt. They can handle them messing up a couple of times. They do this until they see that that person is not giving them a return they want. They are not investing in the relationship. They are not trying to rise their vibration. They're energetically remaining the same. And grow at the same time, the boss is becoming understanding this is a bad investment. This person is not growing. This person is not giving their energy to this relationship. They're not giving their energy to getting better. It's like a dope fiend. It's like a dope fiend. A dope fiend has a choice, just like everybody else. I had this saying, you're either a drug dealer or a drug user in this life. Why? Because you're either selling something to somebody or somebody's buying something. No more, no less. So be an educated consumer and be an awesome salesman. But regardless, it's like, if a person does not see, if a boss, a real boss, somebody that has their shit together, somebody that got their own everything, someone, they'll come in, they'll give their money, they'll buy you nice things, they'll be steady, they'll give love, they'll risk, and they'll risk. And one day, when they recognize it's not it is not worth my time, it is not worth my effort, it is not worthy of what I have invested, it's done. They grew cold a long time ago because they gave. That is the strength of a boss. They know they can invest somewhere else. They know there's as many options as there are anything. They know people are investments, and they are willing to give. They're strong because they are willing to give. They're not closed off. They're not scared. Like, weak people who hurt people because they're hurt, because they're afraid, because they need control, because they don't understand. And it's all people go through those things. But how you deal with them determines whether you're strong or weak. What happens when shit hits the fan? That's what determines everything. So, usually, bad investment, gone. No feelings, no filter, no afterthoughts, no makeup. After enough chances, there is nothing there. They get it. And that is how a boss handles a relationship. And that's what it is. So, I'm sure many of you have lost many bosses, but become a boss, man. Have something to give other than sex. What's that? You get that anyway. Have something to give. Be worthy of something great and recognize greatness. Holla at your boy. It's GemCurio signing up.